Young Lord Chon, a bear prince, celebrated his first year of rule. The people praised Chon, calling him their new hope. But the more he was praised, the heavier his heart grew. His elder brother, San, was a great lord whom everyone respected. San abdicated after only 3 years and retreated into the mountains. San was Chon's brother, teacher, and strict guide. Day and night, Chon worked to learn how to rule. And with each step, he understood a little more of the burden San had carried before him. Chon realized that his brother had carried all the hardest burdens, and his own gentle rule was possible only because San had walked that path first. He missed him more than ever. Every trace San left behind felt less like a question and more like a path Chon had to follow. Chon visited his people, listened to their needs, and continued his gentle rule as always. Chon gathered the villagers in the courtyard, listened to their concerns, and decided on policies through the afternoon. That evening, after completing his duties, Chon walked through the market, and there he came upon an unexpected meeting. At that market, Chon noticed an old foxwoman, the Nanny, who had raised him long ago. They greeted warmly, after many years apart. They sat together on a small bench, sharing simple market food, just as they had in Chon's childhood. They spoke of old days, familiar faces, and gentle moments long forgotten. Then a question he had never asked anyone came to his lips.
Nanny, do you know why my brother San left?
Chon asked. The Nanny brightened with a spark of wonder as she began.
That night, a heavenly being appeared above San, glowing so gently it felt like a warm dream.
She recalled a spirit-like figure, glowing softly as it hovered in the night sky before San. A pillar of golden light descended upon San, wrapping him in a radiance she had never seen before.
Nanny, come on. I'm an adult now. What you're saying, it sounds like bedtime stories.
No, I saw it clearly with my own 2 eyes, and a few others did too. We only kept quiet because it involved the Lord.
The next morning, Chon stood at the mountain path, where San lived in seclusion. With a steady breath, he stepped forward, ready to seek the truth from his brother. But finding the cave where his brother lived in seclusion was anything but easy. Mist hangs low between mossy rocks and tall pines. After a long climb, Chon finally reached the cave where his brother lived in seclusion. He paused at the entrance, catching his breath. The cave was utterly silent. No footsteps, no movement, not even the faintest sign of life.
Brother San, can you hear me? I'm Chon.
Chon's voice echoed into the darkness.
Brother.
Chon shouts into the dark cave again and again, hope mixed with anxiety. But no reply came. Chon steps closer.
Nanny told me everything. A divine light. Did it really come to you that night, brother? Is that why you left everything to me?
At that moment, a soft, warm light began to glow from deep within the cave. And from far inside, quiet footsteps slowly approached. A quiet footstep echoed, and from the depths of the cave, a familiar figure slowly emerged.
Brother, Is that really you?
Chon, you've grown.
Chon ran into his brother's arms, trembling with relief.
Brother, I've missed you so much.
Chon, you've grown strong, stronger than I ever imagined.
As they sat upon the quiet stone, Brother San began to speak, a story so astonishing it hardly belonged in such a peaceful day.
Yes, Chon. That night, after I had punished every last corrupt official, sleep would not come to me. So I went out for a walk. Then, all of a sudden, I felt something strange stirring in the sky. So I lifted my head and looked upward. Then one of the stars began to shine brighter, growing larger, as if it were descending toward me. But then, something really was descending. It was the Sky General himself. He said to me,
"Well, you've settled every score you meant to, haven't you? So why linger here any longer? Come, let's go!"
At that moment, I thought I'd been caught, and I actually tried to run. But it was pointless. The Sky General cast a pillar of golden light upon me, and its radiance wrapped around my whole body. And then, the spirit of General Storm was pulled out from within me. At that same moment, my own soul finally awakened as well, Chon. Storm looked at me and began to speak.
It's a relief to see your soul still whole and unbroken. For 30 years I lived in your body without your permission. Forgive me, San.
Then he turned to the Sky General and said,
Yes, my lord. Everything I wish to accomplish in this world is now complete.
The Sky General gave a solemn nod. Before leaving, he spoke to me, still stunned and speechless.
San, your soul has always been pure and good. You will rule this land well.
I was too overwhelmed to say anything, so he said,
It is finished. Please, take me to where I truly belong, my lord.
And so, Chon, General Storm rose into the heavens, following the Sky General into the night sky.
For a moment, the two brothers sat in quiet awe, lost for words after such an unbelievable tale. Then, as a thought suddenly dawned on him, Chon looked up and asked softly,
San, then you lived with Storm for 30 whole years?
San chuckled warmly, a knowing smile touching his face.
What you really want to know is who General Storm truly was, isn't it? Chon, General Storm had served our land since my grandfather's time. He was the most loyal protector our family ever had. And he was more than a commander. He was our father Burl's closest companion, his truest friend. But father, being a prince, could never step onto the battlefield. Storm fought in his place, and victory followed him wherever he went. As Storm's fame grew brighter each year, the friendship in father's heart slowly dimmed, and something darker, jealousy, began to take root. Soon the people whispered, perhaps General Storm should be our next lord, and those whispers eventually reached father's ears. When father inherited the throne, he had Storm arrested. He accused him of treason, of consorting with the enemy, a lie born from fear. Storm claimed his innocence to the very end, but still he was executed, condemned by the land he had sworn to protect. Yet in that final moment, as life left him, he looked up and saw me, an infant in our Nanny's arms, watching from a far-off window. His wounded spirit drifted toward me and slipped gently into my tiny body. And then he waited, silent, patient, for 30 long years, watching my father's cruelty spread through the kingdom. Father and my uncles grew rich from the people's suffering, piling up gold while their subjects starved. But after 30 years, The day finally came. I know. We, Storm and I together, became the new Lord, and we delivered justice to Father and to every corrupted soul who had thrived under his shadow.
Chon closed his eyes, quietly offering a prayer for General Storm's life and passing. San, seeing this, gently closed his eyes as well.
After a long silence, Chon finally asked,
San, then why did you choose to leave everything behind and live in the mountains?
San simply smiled at his younger brother, saying nothing. So Chon pressed again.
Didn't General Storm entrust the realm to you?
San hesitated at first, as if weighing his words. Then he slowly raised his gaze to the sky and let out a long, quiet breath.
Chon, Storm trusted me, my spirit, my heart, but I often wondered, if I had grown up alone without his presence within me, would I have become someone worthy? Or would I have turned out worse than Father and our uncles, to rule without Storm's guidance? I wasn't confident I could remain just. The one thing I knew then, and still know now, is that you are honest, fair, and truly love the people. A leader's place isn't claimed by oneself. It's given by the people who trust you and by the heavens that watch over you. Was the throne meant for me? No, Chon. The throne belongs only to the one who is worthy of it.
San, what if I grow old and lose my way someday?
Then come here.
San replied with a soft smile.
There will always be a place for you beside me.
The two brothers fell silent, quietly gazing up at the wide, open sky. Feeling lighter than before, Chon bid his brother farewell. San watched him go with a warm, knowing smile, proud of how brightly his younger brother's spirit had grown. As Chon followed the mountain path downward, he paused and looked at the long road ahead. A small smile touched his lips.
Looks like I still have a long way to go.